Hi, my name is Colin Mayer. I'm the Director of Clinical Outreach with True Behavioral Health. Today I'm with Matthew Kinoshita, our Clinical Director. We wanted to take some time to talk to you guys about the clinical services we provide at True Behavioral Health and how we are doing it in the age of COVID-19.
Thanks, Colin. Well, these are unprecedented times. I think as a nation, we have seen the challenges that COVID-19 has presented to all of us, and treatment has been no different. We have been adjusting to the times. We've been delivering all of our services to our clients via a telehealth platform. It looks similar to what you're actually witnessing here. And we thought, what better way to connect with you as our stakeholders and anybody else that happens to want to see and find out what we're doing. We thought this would be a great way for us to communicate and also let everybody know exactly what's happening here at True Behavioral Health. Our services and the things we're providing to clients have not changed. We're continuing to help all of our clients achieve sobriety, to continue to grow and meet all of their treatment goals. And really, we're just here to continue to do the work. Our work and everything that we've been doing since we've been, in our inception and working through clients over time, nothing has changed. We're continuing to do the same things we've always done, and we're going to continue to forge ahead.
Matthew, let's talk a little bit about the services we provide at True Behavioral Health and how we are doing that in the age of telehealth and COVID-19.
Sure, yeah, thank you for asking that, Colin. To be honest, telehealth, prior to COVID-19, I hadn't even really interacted with it a whole lot, but now even with, if I'm going to see my doctor or I have different questions with any healthcare provider, telehealth is the way we're all going.
My veterinarian.
Yeah, absolutely, and treatment is no different. So we have been delivering our services via telehealth using a HIPAA-compliant platform, protecting all clients' protected health information and all confidential conversations that we're having to ensure that our services continue. And I would say in the beginning I might have been kind of skeptical about how it's going to go, but to be honest, it has worked out much better than anticipated. I think that the things that I would be interested in as a therapist to ensure are continuing to happen, the nonverbal communication cues, the facial expression, utilizing mirror neurons and really understanding what is happening with the client, that's all possible through telehealth. And so the services that we're providing, I really don't feel are that different, except for the fact that it may not be physically, this close to you, but while we're forced to honor all of the different guidelines now with health and making sure that we have social distancing, it's been a wonderful way to continue to provide care to our clients.
Matthew, a big emphasis in your clinical program is the client-centered approach, as you call it. In the age of telehealth, tell me a little bit about how that's still possible, how it doesn't lose bandwidth, how the client-centered treatment is still very much doable today.
Sure. My belief around that term, client-centered health, is really about taking the time to listen first, understand the client. And regardless of whether we're sitting physically next to them or we're still delivering our services through this platform, to me, the idea of client-centered care is that I, as a clinician, am listening and understanding to the client, and I'm going to create my interventions specifically around what it is that I believe is going to be helping that client move along and make the progress toward their goals. And so I look at it more as a factor, not of the tactics or the way that we're delivering our service, but really about nothing is changing with the rapport and the way that clients are feeling cared for and recognize us as a staff in our role to be helping them through all of this.